from God. Kids are a blessing from God. Nida Alvi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Kids are a blessing from God, and I truly believe in that. I'm very blessed to be a mother of two amazing kids. I'm really emotional because I really believe that they are amazing. I never knew that I would have them this early. My son, Salman, who's here in purple shirt, he's 15 years old. We look like brother and sisters. And often people mistake us for, him, he called him Nida, and they call me Salman. And my daughter here, she's in the flower shirt. She's 12 years old, and her name is Neha. They are the love of my life. I never knew why I had them so early. Is this what I really wanted from my life? I don't think so. I did not want them this early. But then I will give you a brief background of my journey of life, how I got to where I stand today with my two kids. I moved from Pakistan when I was 13. I had an arranged marriage at 14. This is a very common practice in Pakistan to get married at this young, early age at 14. And then I had my son, Salman, at 15. And then had my daughter at 18. My marriage lasted for only 4 years because my ex was really abusive, and he was 13 years older than me. And it just didn't work out, and at 19, I got out of my marriage. Life was hard. My mom was around to support me with my kids. I was still in high school when I had my kids. And so after getting me married, my parents realized how miserable my life was and how unhappy I was, and how it was a big mistake to get me married at this young age. I managed to finish high school, went to work towards my bachelor's degree, got my bachelor's in business administration, and I ended up at Northrop Grumman. My goal was to stand on my feet and do whatever it takes and raise my kids. I always wanted to be independent and work hard, and I wanted my kids to know that I am their mother and their father, and I will do whatever it takes to make their life a happy life. But I always questioned that, why did I have my kids that early? It's not fair, I'm sacrificing my teenage life. I never got to enjoy my high school life. I never had those teenage friends, never hung out in the mall, party, nothing. I was focused to raise them. And then my question was answered in 2007. I like running races. Some of you guys know here, and you guys know me, that I like running marathons. I've done 2 full marathons, 4 half marathons, and a few mud runs. And in 2007, I accomplished my goal of doing a full marathon. And right after the marathon, that same week, I was feeling really fatigued and low energy and depressed, and I was wondering, what's going on? Is this how you really feel after a full marathon? And then I went and got my physical done. That same day when my kids were at school, my internist diagnosed me with leukemia. And here I am. And at that time, I didn't really understand what leukemia was really about. And then he sent me to another oncologist where he confirmed that I have leukemia and I will be hospitalized and I will go through the treatments. And then they told me that I will be staying at the hospital for months for each chemo cycle. So knowing that I'm diagnosed and I've been diagnosed and I'm gonna stay at the hospital, so the diagnosis wasn't as scary as knowing the fact that I will be staying away from my kids in the hospital for months, for that long. And it was just really bothering me because I knew that I am their mother and father, and if not, I'm not there, how are they gonna survive? And I know that family is around, but no one can replace a mother. And so that was really emotional, but during that time, my kids really supported me with writing me letters and singing songs to me. And this is a picture, my leukemia picture. This is how I looked. They supported me by wearing a mask. And the second toughest thing was losing my hair. I used to have long hair like Selma Hayek. And my kids supported me in getting a haircut with me when I first shaved my head. So they have always been there, and they've been my motivation, they've been my fuel, they've been my ATM, where I draw all my energy. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been standing here. And so that's why, end of the day, when I look back, I really feel blessed. And then also, my oncologist, I had a bone marrow transplant in 2007. I went through radiation, full body radiation. And then my oncologist said, since you had the radiation, you will never be able to get pregnant again. And so that's when my question was really answered, that God already knew that later in life I will get diagnosed with leukemia and will not be able to have kids. And so I'm gonna say this again, that yes, kids have been a true blessing and a gift from God, and I'm really, really fortunate and blessed to have them. Thank you.